But first, something's not quite right. 10 Investigates has uncovered Florida guardrails are still not 100% correctly installed.
It could turn your daily commute into a dangerous ride. This is 10 Tampa Bay at 6. I'm Dave Wagner.
And I'm Carolina Lead. 1 year ago, we first told you about the dozens of improperly installed guardrails our team identified across Florida roads that prompted FDOT to launch a statewide review of every single guardrail on their roads, identifying 60% of them were in need of some sort of repair or replacement.
They said all fixes would be complete by the end of 2023. But just weeks into the new year, we found out the guardrail, which was a main focus of our team's investigation, the one our experts say was one of the worst installations they have ever seen, is still not correctly fixed.
10 Investigates Jennifer Titus is still working to get answers.
We have been trying to get answers from the Florida Department of Transportation. Families of loved ones who expected these things to be fixed and fixed correctly say it's unacceptable, and it's time more is done to make sure this doesn't happen again. It was 11 months ago when our cameras caught Florida Department of Transportation contractors at the site of this guardrail on I-75 and University Parkway. They were there to fix a guardrail we identified to be improperly installed. But today, that guardrail is still not 100% accurate.
It's been changed from its original design.
Safety advocate Steve Eimers says all the slot guards along this rail are upside down.
Since all 4 of these were installed wrong on this guardrail, there's a problem. There's a high probability, and here's where the danger is, that the person installing that guardrail thinks they're doing it right.
We tracked down this manual that shows how to properly install the type of guardrail. There's a warning that says ensure the slot guards are assembled as shown above. Failure to follow this warning could result in serious injury or death in the event of a vehicle impact with the system.
We have a young man that was killed at this location.
The young man was Hunter Burns. His accident was at the center of our investigation, Unguarded.
This is one of the most egregious installations I have ever found involving a fatal crash. They've got to figure out how it happened, and it can never happen again.
It's why Hunter's mom, Christy,
saddens my heart.
Expected this location to have a guardrail that was properly installed.
Where is the training in this? There has to be training. There has to be accountability.
Something Steve says would work.
This side up stickers.
Stickers just like these that manufacturers put on panels so contractors know which way pieces go.
Each set of slots
And there's this.
has a slot guard.
The spot where this video was shot of an employee explaining the correct way to install an SRT 350 guardrail is called a guardrail garden.
Flush up against the rail.
Maine created this to combat installation mistakes.
I know that Florida wants to do better, and I have expected for them to do better. And so this training really comes into play now.
And of course, we've reached out to the Florida Department of Transportation, but we have still not heard back. Jennifer Titus, 10 Investigates.
Over the last year, 10 Investigates has been checking out potentially problematic guardrails lining our roads as part of the series Unguarded. Because of the team's reporting, the state launched a statewide review that uncovered 1/3 of the state's guardrails needed to be repaired or replaced. It's all part of a 30-minute special Unguarded, streaming now for free on 10 Tampa Bay.